Alright, welcome everybody to today's Woady Plays, and what's that? We're playing Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Yep, we're getting to a good game now. Little fun fact about Castlevania here, this is actually one of my favorite video games of all time. I used to play this game all the time, I've probably been like 100 times. I would just play it randomly back in the day, it was just so good. So Castlevania Symphony of the Night is a, well, it's kind of a revelation to the Castlevania series. Basically, this is the first game where Castlevania went away from its usual motif of level-based levels, I know that sounds redundant, and turned into basically what Super Metroid was. That's where Metrovania was born from. It was basically born from Super Metroid and what this game basically created from it. It's a game where it's not really linear. You go your own pace, different abilities will unlock different paths, you just got to kind of figure it out on your own. Well, so this isn't the character you're going to play as in the game. This is actually Richter Belmont. He's the hero of Rondo of Blood. The game, and if you hit that right there, you open a little secret pathway there. Remember that later. You're going to need that with Alucard. And then pick up the cross. You're going to want to have it. You can come up here. There's really no reason to, honestly, just because Richter actually has no menu option. Because what you're actually playing here is you're actually playing the very last level of Rondo of Blood. Originally, Rondo of Blood was never released in America. It was released only in Japan. Sega Saturn. It was a Saturn game, actually. And eventually came to America in the form of a PSP game called Castlevania Dracula X Chronicles. And fun fact about that, you can actually unlock Castlevania Symphony of the Night within it. So you can actually get 2 games for the price of 1. Nowadays, it's actually pretty cheap. So it's a good buy. Highly recommend anybody who owns a PSP, or honestly you can get it digitally on your Vita or PS3. So I'm going to try and get some I'm not going to get any achievements you'll see pop, because I actually have all the achievements in the game, but I'll try to point them out and let you know achievements to keep an eye out for to get. Most of them are pretty easy to get, so this beginning part is pretty much just the Battle of Dracula, so let's get in there and listen to the wonderful voice acting.
Hi, monster! You don't belong in this world!
It was not by my hand that I'm once again.
Ladies and gentlemen, this dialogue here alone paves the way for a lot of really funny internet memes and
tribute.
Goofy
You
jokes.
Steal men's souls and make them your slaves.
Perhaps the same could be said of all religions.
Your words are as empty as your soul. Mankind
ill needs a savior such as you. What is a man? A miserable pile of secrets, but in enough talk. How about you? Alright, so this Battle of Dracula, you don't want to get hit by him, and the only way to damage the guy is to hit him in the head. Now, you just gotta be dodgy, so with the flames there, jump over him, you can actually hold the button down and whip. You don't want to break that because you need that for the next part. Unfortunately, I'm a little rusty, so I'm not going to go for that achievement here. It does take some practice and time, but basically, you want to dodge those with the, hit him in the head and everything. With the flames, when he shoots the flames, you can do that. Here, you got to crouch and jump. So, all right, let's get my head in the game. I'm getting distracted while I talk. So, he's going to do that. So, flames, just do that. Boom, flames gone. You can actually also throw the cross when you jump. You can throw the cross at his head. That's a way to get in the hit at least. So he's got 2 health bars. It's not too bad. The second form's a little bit more challenging. You just gotta have patience. Unfortunately, I did get hit, or I would have, dodged. So those guys, it's gonna be like a pattern of up, down, usually. Sometimes they'll shoot more than just 2. You can also, for those, you can actually do this to help out with it. So, like I said, he's not too bad of an enemy to fight, because like I said, you are fighting. If anything, the bosses in the actual game are going to be much more challenging, to an extent. Like, I've played this game a lot, so I may make some parts seem easier than they should be just because I've played a lot. I'm a little rusty, so don't expect me to go, no-hitting this game or anything like that, because even I'm not that much of a master at this game. I can beat it pretty quickly. I played it in a daytime span pretty fast for a friend of mine. he needed the achievement where you play as beat the game as Richter, which is challenging in its own sense because you can't heal him. You have to go through the whole game with just the 1 health bar. It's just a lot of dying. Alright, 1 more hit will activate the second part of this battle. Now, funny fact, this actually is the final boss battle in Rondo of Blood. So it may seem like it's very similar because honestly, this is battles back in the day and multiple forms of Dracula. So let's move on to the next stage. Now, normally you'd want to leave the thing over here that had the holy water in it and wait for this because when you hit the Y button, you activate this, which is like a crazy attack, and the rain is much more powerful to use on him. Now, when he jumps in the air, you want to slide underneath him like that. Just keep wailing on him. Normally, you want to dodge that. Like I say, he fires him up. Senseless hits, man. Just, do this again. It may not kill him. I hate to say it. Yeah. If you go down, you will get saved and you can't die at all, but it actually will affect Alucard. See, the way this game works is the part where you play as Richter, depending on how it goes, you'll actually get different stats starting with Alucard. And honestly, it doesn't play that heavily into beating the game. It may give you, better attack at the beginning or more health or something, but heart tanks, sorry, that's heart tanks is Mega Man, just the hearts in general you can get will increase your health. So truthfully, it's not anything to concern yourself with. I mean, I didn't even know that was true, honestly. I found out about that like 10 years later. So that's the end of the prologue. So what's going to happen now is the game's going to basically shift over to Alucard, who is Dracula's son. See, Richter Belmont actually goes missing, and so Maria Renard, who's actually that little girl, she's actually older now, and so she's the one who's looking for Richter because he's the one who saved her. Castlevania is actually the name of Dracula's castle, as it tells you there. So the castle shows itself, and so Alucard, who fought with Trevor Belmont to take on his father, comes back, and so this is where the main part of the game, the actual game you're playing, comes into play. Sorry, you can't. Old PlayStation 1 games, you can't actually skip these sequences. So, but taking the music. It's not the best track in the game, but taking the music. Also, I highly recommend buying the soundtrack. Last I checked, it is available from iTunes. I don't remember how much though, but it's definitely worth a buy if you want kind of like that gothic, opera-y kind of music. It's definitely worth a listen. I was actually listening to it earlier today at work. So, okay, let's get this show on the road. We'll progress through the first boss battle at least before I call it. It's not too far into it, so we'll go from there. There's our hero. My boy Alucard, who's returning in Lord of Shadows too. Alright, so let's progress. Yeah. He's going to be a little strong in the beginning, and you'll know why I say that in a little bit. So, there's an achievement in the game called Rampage. Basically, you got to get 10 kills with your standard weapon without getting hit. So basically, this is your standard weapon, your X and your B button, X and B button, or you can alter in the system if you want. So you can just sit here. Actually, the zombies will actually keep popping; they'll never stop. Though they're only worth about 1 experience, so they're not worth the experiment hunting. Yes, this game does have levels. Levels give you more, obviously, attack. Boom, right there, leveling up. We're actually going to do a little bit of leveling just to help supplement ourselves for the first boss battle here shortly. So, like I said, you can keep doing this. The achievement's not going to pop, so by now I'd have 10 kills, so it'd be good to go from there. You don't have a sub-weapon, so you can't get the achievement involving a sub-weapon. Now, magic in this game is weird because basically, the way you learn how to do magic in this game is you just waggle the joystick until something comes up, and then when you actually go into your menu with the select button, you can go to your spells thing, and boom, it'll tell you how to do it. And so then now you don't have to sit there, waggling your stick aimlessly like nothing. Fireball is probably the most commonly used one. There's another achievement for killing 10 enemies with magic without getting hit. So keep those in mind. You know, you can go for them. You can go for them kind of early. You can wait. So you got some bats up here. You know, some healing. Actually, when you do Dark Metamorphosis, when an enemy bleeds and you touch it, you heal from it. So you won't take a lot of damage because of the armor you have. What you want to do right here is, so right now I'm currently level 3. What you want to do is you want to maybe stand. You want to stay here for a little while and just kill these guys and gain levels. If you want, you can go as far as 10. You really don't have to. Truthfully, I don't remember what I normally do because they die in one hit. Like, and they're easy experience. So I need 72. So I just killed 2 of them there, and I dropped down to 48. You know, that's almost like what, 16 or 18 experience. So it's like 9 per, and then they just keep coming. Like, they don't stop spawning. Like, sometimes most enemies will, once you kill them, they'll disappear. These guys, no, they'll never stop. That's why you actually don't want to hang around this area normally. And you do not absolutely want to go in the water. He is a vampire. I know they don't have a weakness to water, but you know the water does harm him. See, jump in, and I just start taking damage. Later in the game, you will acquire an item that will allow you to go in water, and then you'll be good from there. But until then, you don't want to go in water. Right now, I'm not taking much damage because, well, you know, I'm souped up with some items, which I'll lose momentarily. So, like I said, just keep attacking. Going this way won't yield much. You can't get that. That is those items will increase your health bar. We'll actually get this later when we come back through here. See, that's the Metroidvania aspect of it. It's all about connecting the game. You know, it's one long game. There's no, you know, there's save points. There's leveling up. There's items you need to progress. There's no mission structure. There's no set path. There's kind of a set path, but it's like an at your leisure set path. Level 5. We'll get to level 7, then I'll call it a day, so you guys don't get drowned out by me just talking and killing mermen. You know, I'm extinguishing the entire population of mermen right now. The population of pretty much everything. See, faster they come out, faster I can kill them, which means the faster I can level up. Actually, you know, I'll do you guys one better. I'll just get to 6, and then I'll call it a day. Considering I need like 192. So, we'll get to 6. I mean, these guys give you, you know, really low experience. So. Actually, while I'm doing this, I'll go ahead and mention a few things coming up for me. So, one of my subscribers gave me an idea for something I could do next. In addition to playing this, like I'm gonna actually start to upload probably videos more frequently, like more in a day than just what I have been. I'm going to attempt to play every Nintendo game ever made. The only thing is I don't have a definitive list. I'm going to use CoolROM.com's list of emulators they have for NES, and I'll just, you know, go down the list one by one. I'll probably do 2 videos a day. I'm not going to start that yet. I actually want to try and maybe build up a little bit more notoriety, you know, so people who want to actually partake in it, or not necessarily partake in it, but want to hear it or listen or check them out from day one, you know, can get there. So I'm gonna get some things working. Yeah, you want to break that actually, because if you walk through here, you should be able to make a turkey, a pot roast. That's a good healing item you want. Plus map completion anyway. So okay, I want to do that. So continuing on, but yeah, like I said. So yeah, I'm going to play every Nintendo game ever made. I'm not going to obviously play the games I have already played for the 20 worst NES games of all time, which is good, because I don't think I can put myself through playing those games again. So we're not going to do that. Like I said, I'm not going to do it right away yet. If you want to break that, give you a turkey. Again, great healing item. So we continue on. Up. It's death. And more bad, you know, dialogue and voice acting galore.
I've come to put an end to this.
Still befriending mortals. I'll not ask you to return to our side, but I demand you cease your attack.
I will not.
You shall regret those words.
So demanding. I will not. So monotone. Like I said, you're gonna lose your stuff. And now I don't even have a weapon. I just got my fist. I highly don't recommend just using your fists. You should be able to acquire a weapon shortly. One of the enemies you're coming up to will drop a blade pretty easily. There we go. Short sword. So, let's equip that. Shouldn't have any... You could equip those jewels, but they literally do nothing. Like, they're just there to sell. Going this way yields another one of those doors you can't get by. You'll, again, come to later. Alright, going up. There's actually going to be a save point here. There's a lot of different kinds of weapons in this game. I prefer the swords, like the quick attack swords, because this is a two-handed one. I usually don't like I don't like to use the two-handed weapons because it's like an overarching attack, which is slow. Like I like to use them fast, so like I won't use a lot of weapons you pick up. I'll just let them sit in my inventory. I use these guys, and then as you progress further, you know, you'll get ones that attack even faster. But yeah, man, get this item, the Cube of Zoe. If I remember correctly, all that's going to do is tell me the... that is just going to tell me the names. Causes items to materialize, which means enemies will drop items, basically. But yeah, I'm going to play every Nintendo game ever made. Probably do 2 to 5 videos a day. I won't beat every game on the list because it's really daunting task, and some of those games are so unplayable that I'd probably lose my mind before I even got to like the Seas or something, for all I know. Okay, yeah, he's gonna. You can hit them. Yeah, they're annoying. When you stand on this, it goes down, and that's actually how you would normally do it. These guys cannot be killed. They're like dry bones of Mario. You just want to attack them and then leave them alone at that point. Ow. Do not hit the spikes. Going this way, if I remember correctly. Yeah, you can go this way if you want. This takes us to another save point. Yeah, save points are kind of close, if not super far. But yeah, I like to just save because saving is the best way to heal yourself. If you don't have potions or you don't have anything to heal yourself with, get to a save point. And there's enough of them around that it shouldn't be too bad. These guys are annoying. There's 2 ways to fight them. So they're going to throw an axe up top. If you're standing, if you're crouched, they're going to throw one below. You just want to keep attacking them. Remember, try to stay out of the reach of most enemies. You can actually hit the Y button to do a back step. So if you're afraid they're going to hit you, you can do that. We can actually go back this way because there's an item there. It's a leather shield. Shields can be helpful. I don't normally use them. I'm going to equip it just because it'll give me a little bit of defense, but I don't know 100% what you can block with it. There's things you can block with it, or allows you to at least take reduced damage if you do get hit. So there's a map button there. It is. So left trigger. So there's actually achievement for filling all 200.6% of the map. I'm not going to do that for this video because it's really annoying and it's just tedious. So, but there's actually an area up there we cannot get to it. So it's another one of those. We'll come back later once we have the right item. So yep, this wall is breakable. Leads us to a secret room with a heart max up, which means we can throw more items. Yeah, we actually haven't gotten a sub-weapon yet, but that should be coming up very shortly, if not right now. So that is your sub-weapon. Fire sub-weapon, you actually, because this game actually has no tutorial, so I had to like learn how to play completely on my own. You basically hold up and then hit X, and it uses up your little hearts there, so keep that in mind. These only use up 1, so it's not so bad. Yeah, you always want to kill these guys as soon as you see them. Yep, gotta resist thunder. Continuing on. These guys are annoying. They're gonna drip poison. They're gonna go on a set path. So you just want to keep doing that to just take them out. get you. Yeah, that's right. Push that there. You can do that to go up here. This is just another. This is just a different way to go, but yeah, whatever. Yeah, this way. I'm trying to remember. This way may not take you if I were... Yeah, this way is not going to take you the way you need to go? Or is it? Yeah, that's right. You go this way because you get this... You want to get the cape. Basically, we're getting basic armor so we don't get, you know, our crap kicked in by the first boss battle, which isn't a super hard boss battle, so don't get me wrong, it's not going to be that difficult. And watch, I'm gonna die now, you know, after saying it, so this should be fun. Yeah, of course you're going to spawn. You've got to watch out for the spikes coming back. Basically, you know, take him out. Wait for the axes to go. You know, I remember the first time I played this, and I got to a point where I killed them in one hit, and I was just so happy. Like, I hate those axe throwing guys with a passion. Yep, going down this way. If you pay attention, you'll actually notice that Alucard's armor, like his cape, only his cape will change as you equip new capes. Nothing else will. Yep. Don't want to get hit by him. You just want to attack him when you can. This way, again, takes you to a save point. Always use a save point when you come to it. I say that because if you're not familiar with this game, like I am, you never know where you're going to run to. And honestly, there are times where even I will get trounced by an enemy, and it's just annoying to, you know, have to go back to your last save, because that's how games were back in the day. There was no autosave, there was no I'll just go back to the room beforehand stuff. It was like you die, you go to the back. So I got the axe. Honestly, the dagger is really dinky. It does like no damage, so you don't want to use it. Dagger's more recommended. This is a blue door. We can't access it yet. We'll get an item later. Lets us access them. You know, obviously, getting money is good. Mostly towards the achievement. There's stuff you can buy, like video. You can, and this is actually I love. After you beat a boss, you can buy a video from the library, and I'll show you later when I get to it. That is basically a tutorial on how to defeat the enemy. And I mostly think it's funny, well, mainly because you've already fought the thing, so it's like watching a video of like, oh, this is how you could have done it better. So maybe my video will, you know, if you're watching before you play this game, because this isn't a hard game to get. You can pay $10 and get it on your Xbox Live Arcade or your PSN, you know, right now and play it. Honestly, I heavily recommend it. I don't think there's anything negative I could really say about this game. So this is actually the first boss battle. Now this is where the game tricks you. Normally there's a moniker that tells you if you ever enter a room there's no audio playing, that's usually a boss battle. Or sometimes there's a blue door that if once you enter the blue door it's also another sign for a boss battle. So let's get into it. Gaibon and Slogra. It's basically two enemies. They're not super hard. They're actually old. They're old enemies from the Castlevania series. So. They've been here before. That's why I got the axe, because when Slogra grabs Gaibon, or actually it's maybe the other way, yep, he's going to do that. You can actually block his flames with your shield. Yep, don't get yourself caught in a corner. I do not recommend it. Basically, you keep using the axe when you can. Yep, so I've weakened them both. Basically, when he turns red, it means he's close to death. That Slogra is down. When he drops his lance, it means he's down. Whoa! Holy crap! Oh, yep, you can duck underneath it. Now, if I was closer, you could wail on him. Ah, jeez. Come on. That's your downfall right there, Chief. Yeah. See? Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Truthfully, I probably could have done it without taking a hit, but like I said, I'm a little rusty. It's been like maybe 5-6 years since I played this version on the arcade. So, continuing on, that was the first boss battle. Of course, they made it simple enough. Just mainly because, well, you know, you'll probably have like nothing for items, and if you didn't explore heavily like I did, then you definitely won't have any items. These are Blood Knights. They drop something that might be worthwhile, like an armor, but I don't 100% remember what it is. I've I don't play into the whole like get every item and enemy drop. So honestly, there's weapons I discovered are in this game that are like insanely powerful that I didn't even know existed. You know, so you can go this way. You know, use the elevator. This actually connects us back down to the beginning. So this is like a shortcut to the main hall, and we'll come back to the main hall mainly because there is stuff there. Also, you want to go this way anyway because of, well, sunglasses. Again, it's more armor. It's not, you know, something to, you know, cry over or, you know, really concern yourself with getting. But hey, you know, you want to do it anyway if you're going for all the achievements because you have to go to every part of the map. It got to a point where I actually had to post a photo online of me playing this game. So basically, see, that's me opening up the shortcut, and I got a new weapon. This might be a very short blade. I may not actually use it because I think I like reach. I like heavy reach. Yeah, see, it's too small of a reach for me, so I personally don't want to use that. So yeah, I'm actually not going to drop down it because then I can't get back up here. It's really annoying to get back up there. So we're going to go back up top. You just want to go that way, open up the path, because later on, once you get like double jumping and high jumping, you can easily go there, and it's like a quick, you know, quick shortcut to like the top part of this area, because shortcuts are the key way to traverse this game. This map is so massive that it just gets to a point where if you don't have the shortcuts opened up, it just becomes so much more of a grueling task to have to get back to like a part. Because like you'll see in the series of videos as I play this game, like, you know, going back and forth, and honestly, like, you know, with being a little bit, I mean, I'm relying on my memory to remind me of like where I have to go. But even I will admit there's probably going to be a few points that I'm gonna probably like be like, oh, I need to do that. So you can't see what's in there. There's actually a transformation we can't get to yet until we have the ability to fly like a bat. So here's a save point. I'm actually going to go ahead and probably call it a day here at this point, just because, you know, it has been a little bit for the video. Don't want to drag it out for too long. So, you know, we got through the first boss battle. We took out the prelude. So from there, we'll progress to the next one. I'll probably at least play through the next boss battle. We'll see how long that takes. I'm trying to remember who's it against, but anyway, this has been Woady Plays. That was my first Xbox game, so hopefully I'll be able to provide more of those. Like I said, I'm going to do all the Nintendo games ever made. I'm not going to do it right away, so pass the word on to your friends. You know, I'm going to put up a Facebook fan page you'll be able to follow as I start doing it. So, you know, hopefully everybody gets out there. You know, let your friends know. You know, there's this crazy guy out there who's going to play, you know, every Nintendo game ever made. I'm going to play him for at least 10 minutes each. I'm going to give him at least a 10-minute run. I feel that's a good enough run for most of the games. I'll play some of them longer, depending on what the game is and, you know, where I'm at. So we'll see. But as for today and the end of, you know, Castlevania and all that stuff, I hope you guys have a good day, and I will see everyone tomorrow for the next Woody Plays.